Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. Last time, we cleared out Embershard Mine as a favor for Jarl Siggeir, we were made Thane of Falkreath, and we purchased a charter for Lakeview Manor, the first Hearthfire house, which we'll get to building soon enough. Couldn't help but notice a cave bear chasing down that deer. Let's deal with the bear itself. Then we'll reanimate the deer. Anyway, today's target is a road out in the middle of nowhere. There aren't any roads, so it's easy to spot on their compass. Evergreen Grove. It'll be a short little excursion. Just a clearing guarded by 3 Spriggans. Let's heal up. Let's reanimate this deer as soon as we're able. While I'm waiting, I might as well just grab another more tapanella off this. Did I already get both? Oh, I guess I already got both. Okay, that works. So it's the tree marker over there. That's our target this time. It should be fairly uneventful. But it has a little story behind it, just like, you know, everywhere in this game. That's the thing that impresses me the most, I think. Every area feels unique. They all have their own little backgrounds. Alright, down the deer goes. Let's just keep on toward Evergreen Grove now. Mountain flower there in the middle of nowhere. Got some more plants here. Mountain flower, more tapanella, thistle, mountain flower, piece of a ruin, and a deer. Well, I wonder if I can one-shot these guys with iron arrows without sneak attacks. Yes, I can. That's awesome. I don't need to worry about sneak attacking deer anymore. What he's doing with a silver ring is anyone's guess. Let's give him the usual treatment. You, but I couldn't help but notice this iron ore vein here. Let's get in on that. And let's head up here. You see that waterfall in the pool? That's the Grove. I'm going to do a partial perimeter check. I'll stop at these rocks, then I'll explain why soon. You can see a Spriggan walking around down there. We've discovered Evergreen Grove, so let me go pull it off the location list. Something I haven't done in a while. Go somewhere new. And if I remember right, this place is also clearable. You can see there are bugs everywhere. I want to catch these dart wings. Oh, I guess I have to worry about that. Spriggans are on to us. Kill the normal one first, she'll go down the fastest. Oh, it looks like it's just another one. Heavy armor to 90. Booyah. And just as easy as that, the place is cleared. I heard the chime. Well, let's pull them out of the water, just so I can keep track of where they are. Let's heal up. Get that thistle branch. We'll come reanimate him as soon as we have the magicka. In the meantime, there's another thistle and another butterfly. And now I need to go pull Evergreen Grove off the cleared locations list. With that done, I can reanimate a Spriggan. Well, they always behave so strangely. I hope these two reanimate normally. If they don't, I'll deal with it, of course. Alright, we have a little more healing to do. And now we can keep exploring while we wait for the Magicka to reanimate the second one. And not a whole lot going on. A few more mountain flower, a Nern root, another mountain flower over here. Let's check out the water now. Where we saw those dragonflies, there should be fish, but they frequently don't spawn or disappear, and it appears that's happened here, so that's fine. Let's reanimate the second Spriggan now. And we'll kill her again.
This and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. Are you good? Don't lose it.
No
time to talk. Switch or double cross me and I'll kill you.
We got a random encounter. Interrupted us while the Spriggan was wailing on us. That's okay. So he gave us an item. The steel plate bracers of eminent alchemy. Let me go to my random encounter list and I'll tell you what this one is. This one is called Hey You There, Take This. Now, very soon the owner is going to come up to us. We can give them back to him and he'll pay us a whopping 1 gold. I don't like to give them back. I also don't like to let the guy get away with it, though. Let's just heal up. Somebody else will be here to talk to us soon enough. Typically a hunter. There he is.
Did you see someone run past just now?
Yeah, he went that way.
Great. Thanks. Bastard stole from me. I'll catch him though. Sure have mercy on you.
And now they're gonna fight each other. I like to join this fight and kill the thief. Since I know he's a bad guy. And then, of course, I just keep the nice new stuff. So we can reanimate that fugitive. So let's do... Oops. Conjuration to 92. 8 ranks to go. Destruction to 46.
Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
Now let's pickpocket the hunter. And you'll notice he
Get away from me.
doesn't have the standard gear set. Couldn't help but notice that big cluster of ingredients while I was over here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now let's go to the middle of the pool, where we find a couple of important things. There's a dead alchemist here. He doesn't have anything too awesome, but he is reanimatable, so let's drag him off this flooded beer. Now there's... I see it over there. We'll deal with it in a second after we reanimate him. Now that skill book is supposed to be on the altar with him, but it almost invariably ends up lying on the ground over there. Which is alright, really. And here's a new book. Let me pause a second. Sorry about that. Manny Marco, King of Worms, is the final alchemy skill book. So I eliminate my first category from the book list. And as I jump over to my free skill boost list, alchemy had 4, now it has 3. We found all the skill books. There are just 3 quests that give an alchemy boost left. Manny Marco, King of Worms by Horicles. O sacred isle Artaeum, where rosy light infuses air, o'er towers and through flowers gentle breezes flow, softly sloping green-kissed cliffs to crashing foam below, always springtide afternoon housed within its border, this mystic mist-protected home of the Sigic order, those counselors of kings, cautious, wise, and fair. 10 years and 30 since the mighty Remans fell, 2 brilliant students studied within the Sigic's fold. One's heart was light and warm, the other dark and cold. The matter ladder Manny Marco whirled in a deathly dance, his soul in bones and worms, the way of the necromance. Entrapping and enslaving souls, he cast a wicked spell. The former, Galerian, had magic bold and bright as day. He confronted Manny Marco beneath grey Sephora Tower, saying, "Your wicked mysticism is no way to wield your power. Bringing horror to the spirit world, your studies must cease." Manny Marco scoffed, hating well the ways of life and peace, and returned to his dark artistry, his paints, death and decay. O sacred isle Artaeum, how slow to perceive the threat, when the ghastly truth revealed how weak the punishment. The ghoulish Manny Marco from the Isle of the Wise was sent to the mainland dawn's beauty, more death and souls to reap. You have found a wolf and sent the beast to flocks of sheep, Galerian told his masters, a terror on Tamriel has set. Speak no more of him, the sage cloaks of grey did say. 'Twas not the first time Galerian fought his masters callous, unconcerned for men and myrrh, aloof in their island palace. 'Twas not the first time Galerian thought 'twas time to build a new order to bring true magic to all, a mighty magic guild, or a mighty mages guild. But 'twas the time he left at last fair Artaeum's azure bay. Oh, but sung we have of Venice Galerian many times before, how cast he off the Sigic's chains, bringing magic to the land. Throughout the years he saw the touch of Manny Marco's hand. Through Tamriel's deserts, forests, towns, mountains, and seas, the dark grips stretching out, growing like some dread disease, by his dark necromancers, collecting cursed artifacts of yore. They brought to him these tools, mad wizards and witches, and brought blood-tained herbs and oils to his cave of sin, sweet akaviri poison, dust from saints, sheafs of human skin, toadstools, roots, and much more cluttered his alchemical shelf. Like a spider in his web, he sucked all their power into himself. Manny Marco, Worm King, world's first of the undying liches. Corruption on corruption, till the rot sunk to his very core. Though he kept the name Manny Marco, his body and his mind were but a living, moving corpse as he left humanity behind. The blood in his veins became instead a poison acid stew. His power and his life increased as his fell collection grew. Mightiest were these artifacts, long cursed since days of yore. They say Galerian left the guild, calling it a morass, but untruth is a powerful stream polluting the river of time. Galerian beheld Manny Marco's rise through powers sublime. To his mages and lamp knights, before my last breath, face I must the tyranny of worms, and kill at last undeath. He led them north to cursed lands, to a mountain pass. Oh, those who survived the battle say its like was never seen. Armed with magica, armed with ensorcelled sword and axe, Galerian cried, echoing, "Worm King, surrender your artifacts and their power to me, and you shall live as befits the dead." A hollow laugh answered. "You die first," Manny Marco said. The mage army then clashed with the unholy force obscene. Imagine waves of fire and frost, and the mountain shivers. Picture lightning arching forth, crackling in a dragon's sigh. Like leaves the battle mages fly to rain down from the sky. At the necromancer's call, corpses burst from earth to fight, to be shattered into nothingness with a flood of holy light. A maelstrom of energy unleashed, blood cascades in rivers. Like a thunderburst in blue skies or a lion's sudden roar, like sharp razors tearing over delicate embroidered lace, so at a touch did Galerian shake the mountain to its base. The deathly horde fell fatally, but heeding their dying cries, from the depths the thing they called Worm King did rise. Nirn itself did scream in the mages' and necromancers' war. His eyes burning dark fire, he opened his toothless maw, vomiting darkness with each exhalation of his breath. All sucking in the fetid air, felt the icy touch of death. In the skies above the mountain, darkness overcame pale. Then Mannimarco Worm-King felt his dismal powers fail. The artifacts of death pulled from his putrid skeletal claw. 1,000 good and evil perished then, history confirms. Among, alas, Vanus Galerian, he who showed the way, it seemed once that Mannimarco had truly died that day. Scattered seemed the necromancers, wicked, ghastly fools. Back to the Mages' Guild, victors kept the accursed tools. Of him, living still in undeath, Mannimarco, king of worms. Children, listen as the shadows cross your sleeping hutch, and the village sleeps away, streets emptied of the crowds, and the moons do balefully glare through the nightly clouds, and the graveyard's people rest, we hope, in eternal sleep. Listen, and you'll hear the whispered tap of the footsteps creep. Then pray you'll never feel the Worm King's awful touch. Oh, there we go. Looks like there's a thistle branch I missed. And now let's head up above the river. We can find out a little bit more about that unfortunate alchemist we found. Killed presumably by the Spriggans, would be my assumption. Another iron ore vein. Let's get that first. I just want to make sure Evergreen Grove is cleared. It is. Oh look, a rock warbler nest. And if we go to the other side on this level, have to jump a little, but it's not bad. Okay, let's keep following the river up. Mud crab. Poor little guy. Maybe he shouldn't try to murder me. Oh yes, I forget. The little ones can't even take 4 punches. There's another little one over there. I guess I'll reanimate him just for a little extra destruction experience. That was fast. They must have like 2 hit points. Anyway, note the trio of Nirnroot and the empty campsite. Some alchemical ingredients in the pots. Another alchemy skill book here, but one we've already read, De Rerum Direnis. Some valuable ingredients in that satchel, particularly the Daedra Heart. And here we have an Alchemist's Journal. That's a new book, of course. Setting up camp here near the Mushroom Grove. Interested in seeing what exactly is causing their enhanced growth in this area. Today I'll be heading out to see what kind of effect the mushrooms in nearby Nirnroot are having on the ecosystem downstream. So he was just trying to do a little research, and he got murdered by Spriggans. Well, your death has been avenged, sir. Those Spriggans are dead as fucking fried chicken. Now, just to close off a little exploration loop, let's keep heading upriver. There's Fox. Until we see... Well, you can already see it up there. This is the river coming down from Halfmoon Mill, which we have certainly been to before. So there's that. Time to go offload. That's it for this one. Pretty basic.
careful now. Wouldn't want someone to get burned.
Let's just head into Breeze home and wait until 8
Need
a.m.
something?
Oh yeah, let's do check on Lucia's chest. Alright. Chest remains empty, so let's go visit Arcadia, who I forgot to visit last time, but oh well, no major
Go
loss.
cast your fancy magic someplace else.
I'm just looking to take the last 2 potion recipes off my list.
Got something for just about everybody in here. What do you need? Take a look.
We can sell her these ingredients we found. The Daedra heart will actually make us a chunk of change. Everything else, not really. But that's fine.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Now let's go to Bellathor.
Whoa! Hope you know what you're doing with those flames.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you haven't. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
No and no. Fair enough. Iron dagger, steel mace. Oh, I guess I did. I guess I just sold him the Lakeview Manor Charter, but I'm reasonably certain I don't need it. If I do, I should be able to buy it back from him without any trouble. And that's that. We've offloaded, so let's head back to Evergreen Grove. Our next target is the nearby Bannermist Tower. It's just a Nordic tower with a few bandits inside. We will do that next time. You can see it right there on the compass. But for now, I'm going to end right here. This has been Let's Play Skyrim. We've cleared out Evergreen Grove. Next time, we'll clear out Bannermist Tower. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.